In this video, I will explain the difference between regular deadlift, stiff-legged deadlift, Romanian deadlift, and straight-legged deadlift. Knowing the difference between these exercises will help you lift with better technique and train more efficiently. First, an important note that's worth repeating. Throughout all deadlift variations, the back is straight, the midsection is braced, and the shoulders are packed. In a regular deadlift, the kettlebell starts from the ground or an elevated surface for every single rep. The main purpose of the regular deadlift is to safely and efficiently lift a very heavy weight to full standing lockout. To accomplish that, our body coils up like a spring with shoulders above hips and hips above knees. Since the top priority of the regular deadlift is to lift the heaviest weight, our quads will be recruited more than in other deadlift variations. Our knees will track forward more at the bottom of the regular deadlift than in all other deadlift variations described here. In the stiff-legged deadlift, the kettlebell still starts and finishes on the ground with every rep. However, this time, the objective is not just to lift the heaviest weight safely and effectively, but to do so while using maximum hip hinge and minimal knee bend. This deadlift variation loads the hamstrings more and quads much less. Your knees might still track forward depending on your height and hamstring flexibility, but your goal is to load the hamstrings as much as possible. Stiff-legged deadlift is a more frequently used deadlift variation in kettlebell training because we rarely use maximal loads and we want to both stretch and strengthen our hamstrings for a stronger posterior chain. In our third variation, the Romanian deadlift, this hamstring focus is even more pronounced. Here, the deadlift starts from the top and the kettlebell doesn't have to touch the ground. We reduce quad participation even more by not allowing our knees to track forward at all and stopping the deadlift at the lowest point while the shins are still vertical. We pick up and put down the kettlebell like a regular deadlift. In the straight-legged deadlift, the kettlebell doesn't touch down and the knees do not bend at all. This deadlift variation is used to improve the flexibility and strength of lower hamstrings. It uses the lightest weight and has the shortest range of motion. Make sure that you keep your back straight and avoid sacrificing form to increase your reach. Pick up and dismount the kettlebell using regular or stiff-legged deadlift technique. Hardstyle kettlebell swing is closest in its technique to Romanian deadlift. In the swing, the hip hinge is prioritized, the knees bend but do not track forward. Very heavy kettlebell swings can resemble a stiff-legged deadlift with knees slightly tracking forward but never past midfoot. In all swings, hamstring loading should be achieved with every single rep. To pick up and dismount the kettlebell for the swing, the kettlebell will start in front of the feet. However, the position of the body is that of a stiff-legged deadlift with hamstrings fully loaded. Here is the deadlift comparison chart. In the regular deadlift, the kettlebell starts from the ground and your knees will bend and track forward the most. In the stiff-legged deadlift, the kettlebell starts from the ground and the knees will bend minimally while hip hinge is prioritized. In the Romanian deadlift and hardstyle swing, the kettlebell doesn't touch down and the knees bend but don't track forward. And in the straight-legged deadlift, the knees don't bend and the kettlebell doesn't touch down. I hope this video was helpful. Enjoy your kettlebell training. See you next time.